Bow! What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to the Nick and Mal Show. I'm going to be a little cocky real quick. This is the #1 show on the motherfucking internet. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check us out. Joe Rogan. Who? Should I start off the podcast that hot?
Bro, start off that hot because I don't know who the fuck Joe Rogan is.
I am Nick Johnson, one half of the Nick and Mal Show. And across from me is my brother Malcolm Stowe, the second half of the Nick and Mal Show, a.k.a. Guala. Yo, you know it's crazy.
Talk to me nice and don't talk to me at all.
I'll tell you this, right?
Talk to me.
I'm like your nickname godfather. Whatever I start... No, I'm sorry.
That's a fact. I'm going to give you your clout. Whatever
I start calling Malcolm is what people call him. And this is before we was even friends.
That's a fact. But what was you calling me, though?
Gula.
Yo, this ain't what pull. Yo, Gula, what you doing today? Yo, Gula. I'm like, bro, it's Guala. He's like, yo, that's your IG name. Went to Gula.
I was still only 4 years out of Trinidad. You feel me when I met you?
Nah, you definitely was making fun of me.
No, I thought it was gulag.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because I've heard gulag. I don't know what a gulag is, but I'm like, oh, that's gulag.
Gulag.
But Malcolm told me his name was Guala, and I start calling him Guala. Guess what? Everyone calls him Guala from now on.
Bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I hate when females call me Guala. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think it's more of like a
bro thing.
Bro thing, yeah. It's
what you want females to call you? Daddy, Poppy?
Nah, Malcolm. Just call me by my government name.
And now what everybody call you?
Guala.
Nah, niggas, a lot of people call you Mal. People that just meet you call you Mal.
Yeah.
Who gave you the name Mal?
Come on. Yeah,
come on, son. So I'm just saying, son.
Shout out to Serena, though. She called me Mally. I like that name.
Ooh,
my mom hate that name, but yeah, I love that name. Serena definitely.
Because you're supposed to be her baby. Serena trying to steal you from her.
Come on.
It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, man, we got a great show in store for you guys. I don't think we've had like a podcast in a while, right? Because we've had a lot of interviews. We try to do a little 30-minute, 40-minute episode, but we haven't really been able to pod. I would say in weeks, bro. Almost like 2 months now, me and you have sat down and done like a good 2-hour episode.
That's a fact.
So I'm low-key excited to be here today and to do this. I got a couple of things I do want to say. Number one, it's okay to be sad, people. And I'm not saying that because I'm sad.
That's some bitch shit.
Huh?
That's some bitch shit.
No, I mean, but look, if you feel like that, you could really feel like that. But it's okay to be sad and unhappy. I'm not going to stay on this topic for too long. For a long time, I've hated social media, right? And I've kind of been wondering, why do I hate social media? Well, it's not a true representation of life. And I was introduced to a concept this week called toxic positivity. And before I read about it, I knew what it was. I'm like, that's social media, right? Everyone is on social media posting their highlights, right? Every time they look nice, their freshest fits, right? The best makeup, you know what I mean? When you and your boyfriend are not fighting and arguing about him cheating or you fucking other niggas, that's what you post. And unfortunately, all the things I just said prior is real life, right? And then the term toxic positivity comes in where people are trying to be positive, put their positive highlights out there, but it's toxic for a lot of people that's taking in that information. You know what I mean? Because then we get into the thing of, what's wrong with me? Why are me and my significant other always fighting? Look, Malcolm and Serena don't look like they ever fight or argue. Look how beautiful they look on IG. You know what I mean? And it's toxic to a lot of us. I don't know if you experience this personally. I don't know if it's a Trinidadian thing or just a kid thing in general. You go to school and you always, as a young age, you think everyone else's family is perfect. And you think your family is the only wacky family. Your family is the only one who has fights in the house and arguments, and y'all don't eat around the table, and y'all are not living this picture perfect Zach and Cody Hannah Montana life, but everyone else is. Did you feel like that as a kid? Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, for me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I said, I had said in the previous episode, I come from Black Wealth on Brothers in the Deep End episode. Like,
shout out to them. That was a great podcast. Look out for that. Y'all gonna enjoy Nick and Mal on that.
Come on.
We giving y'all a whole different type of sauce on that podcast.
Yeah, giving y'all a whole different side of the Nick and Mal show. But like I said, like I never knew I came from Black Wealth until Like I got to college, bro. So my mindset was like that. Like, yo, everyone else's life is perfect. You know, why is my life like this? Why do my parents argue? All this extra BS that you see, which is not true at the end of the day. For me, which was not true.
And then you grow up and you realize, oh shit, everyone's fucked up.
Yeah.
That nigga, you know what I mean? Like, and like I say it like this: coming from Trinidad, I thought white people always had the perfect life. That's just another one of those things. Hannah Montana, Zach and Cody. This was my examples of white people growing up. I swear to God.
All live like this.
Yeah, you feel me? And then I'm like, oh, your father is an alcoholic. I never thought about that. Or, you know what I mean? We all have issues. And
your dad a plumber, his ass be showing every day at work.
Come on. No, but for real though, oh, you lost a parent, whatever. We all have fucked up shit. And that's why, personally, I hate social media. And I don't think it's malicious. I just think social media is an engine. And this is where we get into like higher forces. Social media is a higher force that we can't control, and that's what you're supposed to post on social media, right? Positive shit. But unfortunately, it does have that effect. What was I gonna say? It like, for example, in high school, another thing that happens with high school kids happened to me personally. I went to Murray Hill High School, and my mom, single mother. She has a full-time job trying to take care of her kid that she just brought to the States. And she's in school. And she can't afford to buy me no expensive shit, obviously. But at the end of the day, I want to fit in. I want to look fly. I'm looking at the other kids like, damn, his mom probably got it figured out. His mom got money. Look at how he's fly. And you come to find out, some of these kids are the brokest kids in the school. And a big part of why they portray themselves that way is because of the insecurity that they also felt. So guess what? Not maliciously, they feel insecure. They dress up their insecurities, and now you're making someone else feel insecure. And it's a never-ending cycle, you feel me? And now we're all trying to live up to the Joneses.
You know what's crazy? Around that time, too, what year is this?
2011, 2012.
And that's when you couldn't wear no bummy shit.
Nothing,
like,
bro.
it was, what you wearing? True Religions, Polo Rugbies,
Burberry, Nudies. Nudies was kind of out of style by the time I got here, but niggas was still fucking with it.
Nudies was nice, bro.
Polo sweatsuits cost you $150 for the whole suit.
Come on.
When you could get some other shit at the corner store for $50,
bro.
But you gotta have a polo shit.
But you gotta have a polo shit. You gotta have a polo shit. So honestly, I'm glad, because like now we look at fashion, bro. Like fashion now is more of the big boys, like $1,000 expensive shit.
And
it's
now,
not polo.
Now we just
it's
know
not
we can't afford it.
Yeah, now you just know. So you like, yo, I'm going to H&M, Zara,
yes,
Forever 21. Them shits is gonna hold it down till I get it my life situated where I could go buy LV, Gucci, or you could go buy LVMH. Words.
Now it's an aspiration instead of I gotta have it now.
Yeah.
I think that might be one of the best parts of the little push we've made in society, right? I like before H&M came around, it's like, yo, you gotta have the expensive shit. Then H&M came around, it's like, wait, that t-shirt, where you get that from? 25?
25, son?
I'm on it.
$5 was on sale?
I'm on it. Nigga, I touched on in Kohl's yesterday. I never knew Kohl's sold clothes and shit.
Don't even talk about Kohl's.
Kohl's sell fire
Macy's.
shit. So, we say all of that to say this. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be bummy. Everyone does not have it figured out. And maybe our audience are people our age and up, so they kind of already know this. And maybe there's kids who don't know that, right? If you're sitting at home and you're going through a depression, trust me, there are other people going through it too. I'm not saying being depressed is okay, but understand that is an ebb and flow of life. Happiness is not a constant. It's not a drug where you're just going to be on it 24/7. You're going to have bad days.
Talk to him,
and
man.
on those bad days, you deal with it. You push through. You learn to do certain stuff. There's a couple of things that I have always been into is just thinking. Bask in your sadness. I know that sounds weird. Accept your sadness.
Yeah.
Accept your sadness. A lot of people go through life on momentum. They want to hang out with their friends all the time because they don't want to sit down and think to themselves. And then 10 years down the line, you realize, like, damn, I've neglected myself. I don't even know who I am. And now I'm depressed.
Like that. Why you talking to
No,
him
I'm
like
just saying.
that? But that's facts,
I'm
though.
keeping it a buck,
Bro,
though.
that's a bar. You people, if you didn't hear that was a bar. You said people neglect themselves.
They neglect themselves.
There was an episode. I forgot the episode name, but we had actually talked about that. Like, yo, people, you gotta look in the mirror. Sometimes think to yourself, like, who am I? What am I doing? Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. You know, life is going to go on. There was a gentleman on YouTube. This gentleman, he goes to the parks and records people that do the calisthenic workouts, right? Bro, there was a dude in the background just chatting it up, bro. I would say being rude. Like, the cameraman's recording someone else and you're in the background making sure you get some camera time, being loud as fuck. But one key thing he had said was like, yo, you dead need to sit down in your house by yourself and reflect on your life. Like, yo, what am I doing? Am I good?
Am I happy?
Yes. Am I happy? Check on yourself. Yes. And people do neglect that and ignore everything that they feel and everything that they see. Ignore themselves.
Yo, bro, come through. We gonna hang out tomorrow. We gonna go there. Like, it's okay to have friends. Everyone should have friends, but get to yourself for a little bit. Take a weekend off instead of going and partying and chilling with your friends all the time. Chill with yourself.
Yeah.
Chill with yourself.
Bro, that's basically what he said. He was like, yo, if you can't chill with yourself, bro, something wrong.
And that's why, personally, I would say, in life, there's positives and negatives to everything, right? I always say when I came to America, it was hard for me to really just mesh in with American kids because we're different. You know what I mean? And I talked about, you guys should tune into to Ian them episode because I kind of went a little bit deeper into that. It was harder for me to mesh in with these kids, and I'm like, damn, all my friends are in Trinidad, and naturally, the interaction is not there every day. So the friendship, it didn't fall off. When I go home, these are my best friends. I'll put my life on the line for them, but the constant communication is not there. What I gained from that is the ability to sit by myself and be home, whatever it may be. I'm able to entertain myself. I'm able to be sad and not be scared of being sad. And there's a lot of things you can teach me, other people could teach me, because we all have something to teach. What I can teach people is the benefit and the ability to be with yourself and be happy with yourself. Right. Even when you're not happy with yourself. And understand how you work through depression, how you work through a bad situation, how you work through a loss. A lot of people don't know how to work through losses, and that's why it eats them inside. So, yeah, that's all I have to say, man. Please watch out for toxic positivity on social media. And if you ever feel like it's affecting you, just always remember that people are not as happy as they seem. And I know that's kind of morbid to find happiness in the fact that people aren't happy, but that's kind of what you have to do because you have to balance it out. Mm-hmm. Because you're a reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling is because you feel like everyone has a perfect life, and what's wrong with me? You feel me?
That's a fact.
So that's all I have to say.
I like that, bro. That's gems for the people, man.
How's your week?
Shit, we good. I had a week off, you know what I'm saying? So I had a little vacation.
Oh, the kids are on vacation, so they let you stay home?
Winter break.
Okay.
Winter recess, they call it vacation. A lot of chilling. Ain't much really, bro.
A lot of clips working for the podcast.
Yeah, working for the podcast. Also, you know, taking care of like little stuff on the car as in inspection stuff. I had nothing too spectacular, my man. You know what I'm saying? Still working out and everything. Nah, one thing I did have though, we gonna try to get this food on the screen for y'all to see, bro. So shout out to my boy Ferry. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy Ferry had went to Buttermilk Kitchen out in Patcho. Y'all should definitely check it out. But bro, so these brunch spots in Long Island, right? They give off that pretty girl vibe. You know what I'm saying? That petite woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm here just to eat one sausage and I'm full. That's the vibe that they give off. So I'm like,
I'll give you one sausage to be full.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it right on the table. You know, do what you gotta do. So I'm on Yelp, bro. I'm like, yo, I heard of this place. And every time you do go, it's always busy. But it makes sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's Long Island at the end of the day. Them people gonna be there. So I'm like, fuck it, we gonna go. So me and my boy Ferry pull up. Right? We got there, good timing, perfect timing, no line, nothing. Got to sit at the bar. Remember, it's brunch time. Bro, so I'm like, yo, I know how these places get. I'm about to get 2 dishes. I got the breakfast burrito. So the burrito with the sausage, bacon, hash browns, and eggs in it, yeah. With a side of sweet potato fries. And they took care of your boy with the sweet potato fries. Hold on. And they give you that fucking specialty sauce. So for those that don't know, sweet potato fries is supposed to come with a sauce that's made with syrup and mayo. And don't knock it till you try it. That shit is bussy.
Syrup and mayo.
Syrup and mayo, bro. And if you can't get a little bit of brown sugar, put it on top of the syrup and mayo sauce or on top of the french fries with some salt.
This nigga's in the sunken place.
Nigga, I'm a chef. What you talking about? I'm a chef.
Nah, I'm listening.
So I got that. Got the breakfast burrito, sweet potato fries. And then I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to try the French toast. I've seen it on Yelp. Yo, shout out to Yelp, man. Yelp is fire. So I'm like,
you got the Yelp app?
Yeah, man. Every time you tell like, yo, I want to go to a restaurant, I'm like, I look it up on Yelp. Because they give me the photos. Like, that's all I want to see. Yeah. I want to see the photos of the food. That's it. I don't want to see the reviews.
When it comes to technology, I'm mad lazy. Not to get off topic, but like I've looked at Yelp reviews, but it's only, they only show you like 3 pictures on the website.
Yeah.
And they ask you to download it. I've never downloaded it.
You got it down, bro. You get all the photos, bro. The photos speak to you. Most important thing. And you can make reservation off the app, and you could be like, you could save the restaurant and go, yo, try later. Okay. So like Akil, shout out to Akil. He was like, yo, you should go to this restaurant. I got it saved. You know what I'm saying? So if I need, let's go out to eat. Oh, I got some new spots right here. It's one of them places. So I got on Yelp and they had the smallest French toast. I'm like, yo, hold on now. You talking to me? Big ass French toast stuffed with chocolate fluffing with the chocolate whipped cream on top with a cooked marshmallow on top. Talk to me. Chocolate drizzle all over it. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
That should look good when you send the picture in the chat.
Y'all about to see it on the screen. So I'm like, yo, oh yeah, bro. It took 3 bites of the breakfast burrito. I'm feeling it. I'm like, nah, I'm not getting old now. You know what I'm saying? Because no cap, I'm an eater. No homo. I'm an eater, bro.
But you been on your little no carb diet, right?
Yeah, I've been on that too.
That shit shrinks your stomach fast as hell.
Fast as hell, bro. I'm feeling it.
3-4 days of a good no carb diet, you can't eat the way you eat.
Not
you could try it. You can't eat the way you eat.
Not at all. So I'm feeling it already, bro. I tell him like, yo, bro, I'm low key full, son. So I'm like, all right, let me get some of this French toast. So I body half of the French toast, and I body like 3/4 of the burrito and a little bit of fries. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm feeling it. But you know me, I'm an eater, bro. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna finish my breakfast burrito, my fries. I bust that down, and I had to give to my the other half French toast to my brother-in-law, bro. I'm like, yo. This place is no joke.
No joke at all,
This is the spot where you come with your boys. You're like, yo, bro, I promise you, whatever you get, you're gonna be full. Like you don't need to order 2 different trays.
How far was this from your crib?
Probably like 30 minutes. Not even that far.
I gotta try that when I come out. I see it. I'm like, damn. I thought you took those pictures, bro.
I did take those pictures.
I thought you like took it from the internet or some shit.
Oh no,
like that shit looks so good,
bro.
Yo, funny shit. And we kind of getting off topic, but when we went to Utica the last time, bro, I be scrolling through my phone for pictures to make thumbnails. I always run into that nigga. My dick get hard as hell.
But every time we in Utica, we at that spot.
That shit is so good.
We don't know the name of it, but bro, it's dead ass like a real diner. Like the shit that you see on Diner Drivers and Dives.
Yes.
Like I feel like they've been there before.
It should be on there. Ain't nobody going upstate New York.
That's a fact. Not right now.
It's not even an airport anywhere near that motherfucker. And they not driving up there. Yeah. But yeah, man. I'm happy you had a good week though.
Yeah. What about you?
I chilled. I worked. You know what I mean? I was at work this week. I usually work 4 days a week, so that usually picks up the bulk of my week. But other than that, bro, all I really do is read and write. Like I swear to God, you know what I mean? I really don't do much. Ain't no going out right now or nothing like that. Just chill. You know what I mean? Try to educate myself.
Educate yourself.
But it was a good week, man.
That's good, man. I mean, that's all we can do, right? Provide knowledge for the people. That's what we do. We the gem droppers.
The gem droppers. By the way, go tune into the Fonz episode. A lot of gems dropped in that episode.
So that's a real gem dropper right there. You know what I'm saying? You need motivation. You think, you know what I'm saying? You think your life is hard? Go watch Fonz episode, man.
Yeah, Fonz, shout out to you, bro. We probably should do this for every interview we have, but we appreciate you coming through. We learned a lot about you. You know what I mean? I really think like you've always been a motivational person, right? Like we talked about it. Like when Fonz he never talked much on the football team, But when he did decide to go all out and give a speech, it was felt. You know what I mean? It's some dudes on the football team. We're not gonna call names. Shout out to Uncle Jack.
Come on, that's a big fact. Nigga said the whole fist.
The whole fist. Yo, Uncle Jack. Yo, shout out to you, Uncle Jack. You hilarious. But there's some dudes on the football team, their words are not really felt like that. It falls on deaf ears. Whatever analogy you want to use. When Big Fonz spoke, you felt it. And now getting to know his story a little bit, it's like, okay. I really think he's going to be successful at motivational speaking because in the interview we're on, as you said, it's a performance. You know what I mean? We're picking up what he's saying, but more so to put on the show to go back at him with a question. Listening to it as a fan, as a listener, I was truly motivated. His story is crazy. If you guys have not listened to it, go listen to it. Yeah. And we appreciate you for coming through. We appreciate Ryan Alphonse for coming through. We should have him on the show in a couple of weeks.
Oh, come on.
And in a couple of months, not a couple of weeks, but soon. He's going to be on the show soon. You know what I mean? Look forward to that. But it's a lot of news going on this week. We want to attack a couple of news topics. I want to talk about Kim K and Kanye. Okay. But we can save that for a little bit later. I have a theory on what's going on with them.
Talk to him.
But Texas, man, like what's going on in Texas right now is actually crazy.
Bizarre.
You know what I mean? If you guys don't know, like a lot of bad weather. There was like 2 or 3 storms in 1 week. Mind you, Texas is a state that it's a hot state. You know what I mean? They don't really get weather like that. Mm-hmm. And they weren't prepared for it. Certain things led to energy being shut down. A lot of people didn't have water in their homes. And a few people died. Mm-hmm. Especially from carbon monoxide poisoning. People were using their cars to heat up the house, using like old heaters that use gas, and they would die from carbon monoxide poisoning. You know what I mean? Sad, like real sad shit. And I think right now, everyone should have their power back. It's Saturday right now. The last time I checked the stats was on Thursday. And it went from 3 million people losing their power from, like, I think Monday. On Thursday, there was, like, less than 500,000. So I'm guessing by today, hopefully everyone has their power back. But what I really took away from this news story was, like, everything doesn't have to be politicized, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the politicians took people really suffering as an opportunity to attack their political enemies. And I'm like, yo, is that not the most inhumane shit ever?
That's what they do, Nick. But why you say that, though? What were they doing?
So basically, the people on the left are blaming their Texas. Because Texas, I'm sure you guys know. If I know it, all you American motherfuckers listening should know. Mm-hmm. Texans tried to secede back in the 1800s before Abraham Lincoln came and shut that shit down. Even though they're part of the United States, they're a very independent state. They're the most independent state in the country. For example, there are 3 power grids in the United States. 2 serve the rest of the 49 states. Texas has its own power grid. And that happened because they didn't want to have to make their energy system dependent on federal regulations. They didn't want to have to follow federal regulations. So they made their own stuff. It's a state-run operation, so the federal government has no say in it, right? The left is saying, listen, this is a red state. The reason it happened is because y'all governors, you know what I mean, Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott are not doing what they got to do. So they're using it as an opportunity to attack them. The right is saying, yo, y'all trying to push this renewable energy on us. The wind turbines froze. That's why people aren't getting electricity, which is also false.
That is false.
Like 10% of the electricity loss was due to frozen wind turbines. You know what I mean? Most of it was from frozen gas and stuff. And the point is, there's no one to be blamed for it.
No one, bro.
It's just a bad situation.
It's Mother Nature. Ain't no one has sit there and defeat Mother Nature.
No, bro.
No, that shit funny as hell.
And I think it's I really think it's disgusting, bro.
But what do you think about, what's his name, Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
That's a funny ass name. Isn't that a movie star, actor? Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz.
Oh, Tom Cruise? It's
Tom Cruise.
That's a hot name, though. Ted Cruz is a hot name.
Ted Cruz is hot. I didn't even know he was a politician at first.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, that's not no politician. That's a movie star. But Homeboy Dip. How you feel about Homeboy dipping on his Texas, bro? Like, you the governor.
How do you feel about it? Because I don't think he did a bad thing.
You gotta. What he should have done is shipped his family out, and he should have stayed. We be like, yo, I'm for the Texas people. We're gonna get through this together, because it's more of like, yo, you fighting Mother Nature, bro. It's like going to war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you dipping. To a lot of people, it's like, yo, bro, people are gonna look up to you and rely on you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't self-reflect and blame themselves, but they really can't, because it's Mother Nature.
They look for people to blame.
They're gonna look. Who's the easiest people to blame? It's always gonna be the government. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you're supposed to help me. You're supposed to save me. If you were here for the people and truly understand what we understand what's going on, now we feel like, yo, this is a great guy. But a lot of people might turn on him, because you got to think, a lot of people are leaving from other states to move into Texas. And whatever happened in Georgia, I feel like it's gonna happen in Texas.
Yo, by the way, shout out to Rogan. Everywhere Rogan goes, seems like shit is getting fucked up. He left California because the government was tripping over there. Yeah, he go tripping to Texas, they get hit crazy.
And
I could only imagine Rogan in the studio podding. It's cold as fuck. So Jamie, it's cold as fuck, man.
Jamie, can you show us?
Can you tell me what the weather is in here?
Show us what the weather is. But there was this dude, shout out to Xavier Miller. He has the Millionaire Mindset podcast. A lot of gems on there, a lot of $1 million talk on there. But
$1 million talk.
Nah, for real though. But he had moved to Texas recently, and him and his lady, and she had made a tweet saying, when can I go back to California?
But word though, the weather is probably beautiful in California right now.
California, bro.
But back to Ted Cruz. This is my thing. I get what you're saying, and for you guys who don't know, Ted Cruz is the mayor.
I said governor. Sorry.
I think Greg Abbott is the governor. I might be mistaken. You might be right. I think Ted Cruz is the mayor of Houston. No. Ted Cruz is in the Senate. He's a senator. We're both wrong. Ted Cruz is a senator, right?
Yeah, senator for Texas.
Yeah, so he's a Republican senator for Texas, and he basically was caught leaving on Wednesday when all of this stuff was happening. Hundreds of thousands, even millions of people are still without electricity, and he goes on a trip with his family to Cancun. Him, his 2 daughters, and his wife. Now, to Malcolm's point, that is political. You're setting yourself up to get killed. Right? And from a PR standpoint, it's bad because I guess you should have known how people would react. My standpoint on it is, bro, number one, in the time we're in right now, Corona, bro, everything is done digitally. People run the most important businesses through Zoom calls, bro. There's no way he can't contest. This nigga is not about to come to your house and put your electricity on, bro.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Whatever he needs to do could be done from Cancun on the computer. You don't know the difference of him calling in from his house or a fucking hotel room in Cancun. You feel me? So that was my thing. It's like, yo.
But they call him at the airport. That's the thing, though. So, like, he could have had the Zoom call in Cancun with the code on.
The way
he
I look
why
at
do you got a private fucking jet?
That's because he's all about renewable energy. He's not trying to kill the earth. He's actually a very considerate guy. He could have copped a private plane to come to the crib and pick him up, but that would have killed the ozone layer. You know how the Republican care about conservative, you know what I mean?
About climate change.
About climate change.
Niggas say conservative. Conservative change.
No, they care about conserving, preserving. I'm not really good at English, nigga. I'm from Trinidad.
There you go. Use it.
But yeah, my thing is he was I don't know the word. He was...
I don't even know the word either, so I wouldn't say it, but now I feel like I'm going to say it wrong.
But he was careful not to fuck up the ozone layer by getting a private jet, so he went to the airport. You feel me? And it's fucked up. He should have known that was going to be the reaction. But, bro, on some real shit, though, where does it end? If there's people in America starving all the time, should we not eat if you're the president? Mm-hmm. Should you not eat? Like, are you supposed to starve with them? Mm-hmm. What if there's a hurricane that's killing mad people and you're a senator? Or should you not leave? Like, bruh, this dude is a man. Yes, he has a job. As long as his job stays his job, if he wants to take his family to Cancun because it's freezing in fucking Texas, Do you, bro? I would say this though. Why are you laughing?
Because he really did some hot boy shit, son. This nigga was on the laptop one day on his phone. Was like, yo, we going to Cancun.
All right, so this is basically what he explained. I don't believe this story at all.
Of course not.
This dude is a millionaire, multi-millionaire senator. He was like, yeah, man, like we were one of the families on the block, and our electricity wasn't out, and all of a sudden it shut off. So we were cooking, right? And we couldn't even finish cook. And we had to sleep in our home. It was below 30 degrees in the house, and we were just freezing. So I woke up the next morning like, you know what? Let's go to Cancun because we just froze our ass off last night. And I personally don't believe it. But my thing with that is he gave an excuse that he didn't need to give. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just say, bro, I'm with my family. We went to Cancun. That has nothing to do with y'all. Yeah. But he came out trying to make up a story. The story sounded made up to me.
If that sound made up, what about this? Oh yeah, we had this vacation plan, 2 months ago.
Yes.
But what does that sound like to you?
Another excuse.
Which one's worse?
Booking a flight. Booking a flight while your whole state is freezing they dicks off.
Regardless of the fact, he was in the wrong.
He was in the wrong. And then he said, oh, this is what he said. He was like, I went to drop my daughters off. Nigga, cut it out.
Drop them off where?
He went to drop them off to Cancun. That's what I went to drop them off. Imagine that.
That's some rich nigga shit. Hold on. That's a different bag. Hold on. You gotta think about that lifestyle. Hold on, y'all. Everyone chill for a second. Think about a lifestyle. Be like, yo, you got a kid's whole family, but you about to drop them off in Cancun, wherever you at. To the destination. Through a plane.
A lot of people drop them off to the airport.
I understand, like college and all of that. Yeah, you might do that, but hold on. Let's think about Cancun, bro.
Drop. But that's the thing, though. It came out, and I'm like, okay, you're lying. You know what I mean? You're lying, and that's why I think he looks bad to me now. Before I didn't care. Yo, bro, do you have fun? We shouldn't tell you what to do with your life. You're a human being at the end of the day. You're a public servant, but you're not a public slave. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So shout out to Ted Cruz, man. And once again, this is what I really wanted to say. Everything don't gotta be political, dog. You know what I mean? There was faults on everybody's part. I'm sure this could have been prevented. But I don't think there was no malicious intent on anyone's part to make this happen. So as a fucking country, when something like this bad happens, you know what CNN should do? Fox, you know what you should do? Give us information about how we can help. How can we make a donation? How can we send water or something to these motherfuckers on the news? This shit is a fucking news. Look up the definition of news.
People dying.
Tell me the definition of news. It has something to do with providing pertinent information that can help people. Not for y'all to give fucking opinions about how Biden caused the death of a nigga in fucking Texas, bruh. Tell us how we can make a donation. Tell us how we can drive down neighboring states and help these motherfuckers out. Broadcast that on your shit and really help people out. Not the fuckery about frozen wind turbines and how the left is culpable and how the right is culpable, bruh. It's really a dereliction of duty on some real shit. It's a dereliction of duty. Y'all job is to help the American fucking people out, not to fight like little fucking pussies when some real shit go on. Not on some real shit, bro.
I'm feeling it, bro. I feel the chills in the back right now. You saying that, because that's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
They want to stir you up to hate each other.
For what?
For money. Share, motherfucker.
This shit is sad.
Share.
And talking about share, we're gonna come to what? Have you ever happened with Facebook in Australia?
Facebook in Australia?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But I was telling.
I didn't even know they had Facebook in Australia.
Them niggas just boxing kangaroos and shit out there.
Shit, I thought that was a U.S. thing. No cat.
Was you with us when we was watching the kangaroo boxing?
Yeah.
Yo, kangaroos are fucking vicious animals, man.
Bro, big ass claws. Nigga fighting a dog, try to drown the dog, bro. Yeah. But first of all, how the fuck can you balance on your tail?
That's crazy. Honestly,
bro, that tail should be used as the weapon. That shit was whiplash, smack the shit out of somebody.
I think they do. I don't think they use it against each other because their bodies are mad hard. Maybe it won't hurt them. But if we get hit with a kangaroo tail,
bro, it's over.
That's like getting kicked by John Jones Bones in your head.
That's like getting hit by Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was gonna say. I was telling Malcolm I was hanging out with this dude. Shout out to Jimmy. I hope Jimmy sees this. I told him I was gonna give him a shout out.
Jimmy a cool dude.
He cool, right?
I'm saying gem dropper himself.
Gem dropper himself.
I'm saying he locked up right now, but it's all good. It's all
Who
good.
are you talking about?
Jim.
Oh, he locked up in the hospital. Right.
Soon, no freedom.
But I have the coolest job in the world, right? And I get to hang out with some really cool people sometimes. And Jimmy is this white guy who I was taking care of at the hospital this week. And me and him, like, we formed this little friendship. And, you know what I mean? We're real cool at having conversations, stuff. And, like, on our third day, we're so comfortable with each other, we start talking about politics. Now, mind you, this is a 70-year-old Italian guy from Brooklyn, from the Bronx, and he moved upstate. Needless to say, he's a Trump supporter, right? Needless to say, right? He didn't tell me that before, but I didn't know. But comfortable, and we start having these political conversations, and we disagree, right? I think we start having a conversation about
you disagree
affirmative
on a Trump supporter. Hold on now.
But I mean, people get the wrong idea of me, but we start talking about black issues and politics, and I'm like, yeah, I understand why affirmative. He goes through a story why he was denied a job based on affirmative action. And he was real bitter about it. He's like, damn, that's fucked up that this black person got a job over me just because they was black. When I was really the better guy at the job. And I try to explain to him, like, yo, Jimmy, this is the way. I understand for you as an individual it's fucked up. Right? Because you didn't enslave anybody, right? And you might not be a racist individual, but just understand why that happened. And we disagree. We got into a whole political debate. We agreed on some things. We disagreed on a lot of things. But one thing was that we were still very cool after.
Yo, I think people want to have these talks, bro.
I'm going to tell you.
So bad.
I'm going to tell you why you need to have these talks. Is because me and Jimmy came to a realization is that when Jimmy was talking and I was talking, when we started the podcast, my thing is, and shout out to Andrew Schultz, I actually got the idea from him of just being in the middle. I've tried to cultivate a mindset where it's like, okay, I need to see both sides, right? So when I'm talking to Jimmy, obviously I'm a black guy. I know how the black community feels. They feel like white people ain't shit. I'm not going to say that. Not white people ain't shit. Certain white people ain't shit. When you say white people, you know who we talking about. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the motherfuckers in the mountains.
Yeah, right. Whoever, the racist motherfuckers that are oppressing them, they feel like they don't understand their struggle. And it's like, fuck y'all. We about to go hard and get what we get. Y'all don't understand our struggle. And we need everything. Which is a take. But Jimmy has another take where it's like, yo, the government is giving black people way too much shit. The government is way too involved in our gun control. The government is this, the government is that. And what I realize is that both sides are taught that their arguments are obsolete. Like, they're taught that their arguments, it's the ball starts and stops with their argument. They never realize, like, a black person who is, you know what I mean? Let's say a Black Lives Matter, someone's indoctrinated into the Black Lives Matter movement is never taught that, yeah, there's racism, yeah, there's systematic oppression, but the people on the right down south, they have, listen to them because they have something positive to add too. The people down south on the right are not taught, yeah, affirmative action kind of fucks with your life, and yeah, you don't agree with Black Lives Matter because you think it's an extremist movement, but they have some good points and there's good things on their side too. So we all grow up thinking our point of view is obsolete, and that's why we can never get along. And I think the cure is very easy. We need to raise a generation of people that has their standpoint, but we also teach them that the other side has valid points also. And you believe what you believe because a black power extremist is good for balancing the ecosystem, right? A Southern white staunch Republican MAGA supporter is good for the ecosystem because it balances things out. But just understand that eventually the goal is to not meet all the way in the middle, but you, instead of being all the way here, you come a quarter way in and you come a quarter way in. And then there's going to be people existing in the middle and we're going to have a good balance of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And I realized that talking to Jimmy, man, we all just, and Jimmy didn't understand it. And I was trying to explain to him, like, yo, Jimmy, the black people during the Black Lives Matter protests, they got a point. They got a point. The people who said no guns, they got a point too, Jimmy. But he wasn't seeing it. And that, no, he didn't.
No, it's just funny to think, like, yo, he really don't see that.
Oh, he don't see it at all. But I'm like, me and him was still, and the thing is, me and him was still able to be friends. As a black person, I wasn't offended about none of the shit he was saying.
Yeah.
Because this man, I'm not going to say Claire is not racist. I don't think he's racist. Me and him were very cool for the previous days. But some people would take him saying, oh, affirmative action is fucked up as a racist thing. No, that's just his opinion. You feel me?
Yeah. But also, what about all the white people that was in that job that he was looking for? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, I'm pretty sure it's not an all black.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
You have to do that because they could get sued. Like, you dead ass can go look at the population of black people in the area. Like, why you do that? That's funny. I'm like, yo, where that shit? Balance it.
That shit hot.
But no, this is dead ass. You can sue a company if there's a percentage of black people and the percentage doesn't, like, I don't know the number, but if the percentage doesn't add up to the amount of black people in the company, you could sue that company and go, yo, you guys are basically racist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, that's why they
got to fill certain quotas.
Yeah.
Which is not in a perfect world that wouldn't be the case, right? In a perfect world, it would be whoever is better at the job gets the job. But obviously, and as a black person, I realize a lot of the things that black people fight for, and we have to understand this also, is not because things are inherently racist, but it's because America has a racial history. So we have to, you know what I mean? Things have to be made because of that. In a perfect world, a job could have 100 white people, if those are the best workers at doing the job. You know what I mean? But based on the racial history of America, we can't have that because the optics is wrong.
That's a fact, but it's still also like racism going on too.
1,000%.
There was I think it was like Goldman Sachs or Wells Fargo. One gentleman, he was like, "There's not too many minorities in our workplace or in the hire us because they don't have the skill set yet." Nigga, that's cap. You could go easily find thousands of minorities that have the skill set, or black people that have the skill set of to be an exec of these big firms and everything. So you know what I'm saying, it's still going on and shit like that. That's what some people fight for, some people don't or don't understand it.
Speaking about skill set, this is just a real quick point. I don't even want to go on it too long. Always update your skill set, because if you don't, you could really get lost in the sauce. For example, Biden passed the executive order to move forward to green energy, so you shut off a couple of avenues. A lot of people lost their jobs who are like coal miners who work in natural gas, and they come out and say, Jen Psaki, the press secretary, her debate was, yeah, hundreds of thousands of people lost their job, but there's going to be 100,000 jobs created on this side. Well, those jobs are not going to these coal miners who don't know how to do anything when it comes to electricity, when it comes to renewable energy. Those are going to go to different people. And I say that to say this. The world is constantly moving. Continue to update your skills, because it might come a point in time where your job that you think is so important might become obsolete. Absolutely. And you going to be left with a dick in your hand.
Yo, bro, I'm glad you talking about this, too. That's funny as hell you said dick in your hand. That's damn what you about to get. You really about to get fat coal, motherfucker. They're going to give you coal. Bro, like, I'm glad you saying that, because I be doing little research behind that, bro. So it's like around like 2030, I think Biden wants an all Fed vehicle fleet, all EV electric vehicles.
2035, I think.
2030, yeah, well, 2035.
I know California has that. I don't know if they're going based on California's model.
Nah, well, this is what Biden said. Right. And it's by the end of April, they said they should have a decision on if it's going to be able to go through. You know what I'm saying? So he wants an all-federal EV fleet, right? So they had knocked down the pipeline, right, coming down from Canada all the way down to, I believe, Mississippi or Texas. And motherfuckers like, yo, gas prices are going to be $5, $6. It's right? So gas prices has increased. We don't know if it's going to go to $5 or $6. That's like looking at the stock market. You know what I'm saying? It's like looking at fucking Bitcoin. That's just going to go away. It's going to sink. No one knows. You don't know nothing. gas prices increased, but you got to look at it like this, bro. How do you want the world to look 30 fucking years from now? It's really that sad. And you said the right thing, bro. The world is constantly moving. Think about Tesla. Suffolk Community College literally has a Tesla course where you learn how to fix these cars up. Motherfucker, you understand what I'm saying? So you don't, all these cars that you fixing now, by 2040, bro, you're going to be fixing all EV cars. You know what I'm saying? You got to move with the time. So like,
have to.
No matter who would have done it, if Trump would have did that, bro, it's a smart move for the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? To do that shit.
And that's a fact. Shout out to Bill Gates. We and not really shout out to Bill Gates. Kind of fuck Bill Gates. Scary, right? Yeah. But this is my thing with the like solar energy, renewable energy, and stuff like that. Elon Musk is working on creating something called nuclear fusion, which is where you put in, let's say, 1 watt of energy, you get out 10 watts. But
using nuclear power, right? If he's using
from what I understand, what they're doing is they're taking 2 atoms and fusing them together, and when you get those fused, boom, it creates this big like blast of energy. Basically, all stars go through that. Like, what do they call it? When a star like blows up, that's
shooting
called no, that's called a fuck. I forgot it. But basically, when a star blows up, that's what it does. It like compresses, and all the atoms merge together, and boom, you have this big explosion. Mm-hmm. And if say the sun wants to go through that, we'll be done. It would violate Earth. You know what I mean? But that's what they're trying to do. I say that to say this. Just like the gas and coal energy was a solution to a problem we had, and now we created another problem, I think solar energy and renewable energy is going to create the same thing. And eventually the Earth is going to bug back and kill all of us. Just so she could regulate. You know what I mean? Because,
regulate of saving the Earth?
Yeah, the Earth wants to save itself. The Earth don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Yeah, but if you go into renewable energy, how are you going to regulate on these when you're helping it?
So, because I think renewable energy is going to cause another problem. For example, shout out to Jimmy again. This is a genius idea. It's called the nothing for nothing phenomenon. What do I mean by that? When they were cavemen, they had heavy stones they wanted to move. So what did they do? Oh, we want to solve a problem. Oh, let's create a wheel. At first, it was just logs tied together. They would put something and roll it along, right? Well, now we created that. You know what? Let's get animals to pull the logs. Then it'll save us energy, right? Because now it's a lot of energy to push the logs. So you get animals to pull the logs. Oh, shit. Now we have to feed these animals a lot more food. So let's find a way to cultivate all this food to feed the animals so they pull the log to pull the stone. Then you go into another issue of, damn, we almost killed out all the fucking animals. And the line keeps going on with one issue warranting a solution, and the solution creating another issue.
Nah, you're perfectly right, because the phone is an issue, right? But it does save you. The phone saved you, but it's a big issue. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to go see what's the word I'm looking for?
Psychology?
Mentor coaches, you know what I'm saying? Just for dealing with the cell phone.
Yes.
You know, being
right, it solved issues, but we always just going to be depressed in 10 years.
You got a valid point.
So my thing with solar energy is just going to be another solution that has an issue attached to it, and maybe that one is even worse than the one we're dealing right now. Let's talk about it.
Maybe sun cancer.
Like, bro, we really playing around with fucking nuclear energy and trying to have that in our homes, powering everything.
You got a great point saying that, right? But there was one gentleman, he said when they first was like making nukes and shit like that, they had made it, they figured something out, and they used it wrong. He said the day that they figure out how to use it right, the world is going to be 10 times more powerful, and technology is going to be 10 times more amazing, you know, more efficient. But you have a great point saying that, bro, because fucking look at Texas, bro. Like, imagine like they do the study of bro, some of the houses were fucking leaking because of the weather. You know, it's not weatherproof how it is like in New York or Maine or whatever, right? But let's say they do a nuclear energy, right? Whatever the fucking object it is, right? It might be something in your house. It might be a fucking the outlet.
Yeah.
Right? They do it in Texas weather. The Texas weather has been amazing. They go, oh, this shit is perfect. And something like negative 30 fucking degrees happens, snow for fucking 3 days straight, power goes out. That fucking cold water could cause a whole explosion of the whole house.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, we didn't study the weather.
So that's basically my take on nuclear energy, renewable energy. It's just gonna be kicking the ball further down the road, I guess is what they say. Yeah, but or like, kicking the can down the road.
Like I said, bro, if you can't beat them, join them. Hey, and Elon's about to come out with that chip, motherfucker. Go take out that loan, go get it. You can't beat them joining.
Perfect segue to fucking Bill Gates. This guy's a retard, bro, and he's trying to finesse us all. I believe he dropped a book. Most inopportune time, right? Biden just got in office, right? Renewable energy. He drops a book.
He one of them dudes.
He drops a book talking about how we all should move into renewable energy. Don't have a gasoline car anymore. For God's sakes, give up meat. He said we should not eat real cows anymore. Everything should be plant-based burgers because cows are bad for the ecosystem. Oh, really? Really? This is what you're trying to push on us. And the reason why... And my thing is, right, you look at Jeff Bezos, you look at Elon Musk, you look at Bill Gates. If y'all hearts are in the right place, I'm sorry. Y'all just are the wrong messengers to be giving out this shit, right? I do not want to hear Jeff Bezos, a nigga who sent 100 planes a day in the atmosphere telling me about how we need to save the earth, right? After you made $100 billion off of adding... More than any single person adding to the destruction of the earth, don't come and tell regular people how we need to change our lives so we could save the earth so you could make another $100 billion.
Come on.
Like, how these niggas gonna make $100 billion off of creating an issue and then charge us $100 billion to fix it?
And that's why people scared of Jeff Bezos dropping down from being a CEO of Amazon.
Come on, bro.
He's about to do the same thing.
And that's exactly what Bill Gates has been on, bro. It's like, bro, he's talking about cars. He's talking about planes.
Never mentions the vaccine.
Never mentions the fact that a big part of the ecosystem getting fucked up was computers. A big part of what energy is getting used up is the thing that he created and made popular.
Bro, this shit make you feel like you are dumb as fuck as a person, bro.
I am dumb as fuck.
No, I'm not. We all are, bro. Because look what this guy is doing. And it's like, yo, no cap, your future's decision is low key. It's a small percentage, but based off of his doing.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could do about that.
And once again, Elon Musk, I don't want you telling me about renewable energy.
I don't want you telling me about fucking investing in shit, too.
Like, come on. My thing is, the power of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates is equal to that of a czar, of a king. Those three motherfuckers come together, what they say goes. Fuck Biden. And that's my thing, what's scary about what they're doing right now. Like, for me, that Bill Gates book was so tone deaf. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, for him to be talking like this, it's tone deaf. And also, not only is he trying to push this, but he invests in everything he backs.
Come on, bro.
He's invested in that fake burger meat. He's invested in all these solar companies.
Come on.
So once again, you're trying to create an issue. You created computers. You made $100 billion off of it. Now you're about to tell us, hey, that's not the way to go. Let me make another $100 billion showing you how to cure it.
Yo, there's this gentleman on Twitter who basically says, yo, these billionaires are not really for the people. Like, Elon Musk out there tweeting, yo, get Dogecoin to $1. I'm not gonna lie, I'm investing in Dogecoin. I have, good money in it being invested. You know what I'm saying? It's a good flip. But the motherfucker turns around and drops 1.5 million inside of Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you promoted Dogecoin. You flipped your money, bro. Mark Cuban's talking on Wall Street Bet, saying you guys are doing a great job. You retail investors, blah, blah, blah. And then you only can imagine what Jeff Bezos is about to do. You know what I'm saying? These people seem like they're for the people, but they're really for their pockets. Bill Gates is a perfect example. You just said he's investing in all these companies, and he's telling you to use these companies.
Mm-hmm. I think Mark Cuban is one of the smartest dudes in the world.
He is one of the smartest dudes in the world, but you definitely got to be careful with these billionaires, bro.
No, I think that's why he's smart. I'm not going to say manipulative, but He's playing chess where a lot of motherfuckers is playing checkers. I was telling you this yesterday. You see how he makes sure to make himself close with the black community and people lower down. But let's look at it even from a basketball perspective. He lives in Texas, right? Arguably probably the most racist or pro-white state in the country. I fuck with all y'all black players. I don't know if this is by design, but all his best basketball players are white men. And that has to be a calculated decision in a league that's 90% black.
When was the last time you seen a solid black player come out of Dallas?
I've never.
Dirk Nowitzki's the guy there. Steve Nash.
Seth Curry. Oh, Steve Nash was there too.
Steve Nash was there with Dirk. Michael Finley was a little low-key superstar there. Jason Terry's a superstar there too. But the top dude is Dirk Nowitzki. But you really never see no solid.
Dirk Nowitzki. Who did they get to pair with? Porzingis, the other white star. Another white star.
Come on.
You feel me? And I'm not saying it's a racing. I think he's smart. He knows that I live in Texas. I want the people that are marketable to be white. But I'll buddy up. Like I'm not going to earn your leisure because he wants the credit of being woke. And I think my thing is it's just like charity. A lot of these billionaires, they do charity for tax breaks, but at the end of the day, it's really helping people. Mm-hmm. So if Mark Cuban has alternative reasons for why he's doing the things he's doing, it's still helping people out. I know Earn Your Leisure is happy as fuck he's on their show because it got him to #1. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm just saying that dude is smart, and as you said, with all billionaires, you really gotta watch what these motherfuckers are actually pushing. Yeah. Because what comes out of their mouth is not what meets the eye. You feel me?
Not at all. And even Mark Cuban had shout out to Cynthia Marshall. She's the first black woman CEO in the NBA, but he had Cynthia Marshall come down because Dallas Mavericks had a race situation going on, and he had like be the face of it to solve the problem. You understand what I'm saying? So again, these are smart moves by Mark Cuban, but if you see the other side of it, you like, yo, you doing this for a reason. It's like when Grant Cardone is in fucking Clubhouse with Jay Morrison, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Fuck Jay Morrison.
Thank you. Or he's in this, bro. They was actually exposing him on the Breakfast Club with Earn Your Leisure.
You lying?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you.
What happened?
DJ Envy was saying like, yeah, you know, how do you? Because Earn Your Leisure, they interview great people, right? Yes. A lot of businessmen, a lot of moguls. And some people might have a good resume. Some people don't. They just be capping. So DJ Envy was like, yeah, how do you guys figure out, someone's really the real deal? Because we both had the experience of someone, saying that they do this, they do that, they have a lot of money, and they actually don't. You know what I'm saying? They hitting up your people to stay with them or for money. You understand what I'm saying? And Earn Your Leisure just like, yeah, you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? You really just be playing chess or checkers, and they look good to you. Just have them on the show. Sometimes they get exposed. And he's like, the problem with the black community is they might judge the whole EYL network off of that. You know what I'm saying? When like, there might be AT&T, for example. I'm just using a fucking cellular company, but they might do some fucked up shit, but you gonna just blame AT&T. You're not gonna blame the execs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just AT&T being AT&T. Typical shit. But like with black people, we look at it as like, if there's one fuck up in your system, you're gonna blame the whole network and you might get shut down. So Rashad was just big on that.
So, but what was he saying about what's his name?
Jay Morrison?
Yeah.
He was just saying that, like, yo, some people.
But they spoke specifically about Jay Morrison?
They didn't say his name. And Charlamagne thought they were talking about a woman. I wish I knew who the woman was.
So what's the background with Earn Your Leisure and Jay Morrison? Did they have like some sort of
They had an episode.
Beef?
No. They had an episode, but Tony the Closer has been exposing Jay Morrison and everything. Yeah. So it's a whole.
Oh, so Jay Morrison's name is bad in these streets, right?
It's bad in these streets, bro. And you got Grant Cardone, who got a bad resume, low key.
But he got
linking
money,
up. The nigga,
he don't really got it like that.
He ain't really got it like how you say,
bro. Don't really got it like that,
bro. The nigga was pumping millions into advertisement, bro. He's getting money off the courses. Niggas don't have it like that, bro. But they did have EYL did have Grant Cardone on the show, but under I don't know the gentleman's name.
But the thing about a dude like Grant Cardone or even Jay Morrison, it's like, yo, y'all niggas are doing good. Y'all just stop selling it up so much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But But back to Jay Morrison, I always knew he was a fucking fake.
You did.
I've always called it. I just felt it. What's a black dude? We keep forgetting his name. Who we used to listen to with
Max Maxwell.
Max Maxwell. I always knew he was legit. I just knew it. He didn't try to do too much. He was calm. I didn't sense no fake shit. One of my superpowers is sensing people's energy.
Yeah.
You feel me? And with Jay Morrison, bro, I said it. I'm like, is something wrong with him? Like, why are you trying to sell it up so much? You know what I mean? So basically, fuck Jay Morrison. I want to say this. Your wife bad as a motherfucker. Your wife is really, she look good, bro.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
That bitch can eat a salad and that shit should be still look like that.
One of the most beautiful, thick, scrumptious black women in the world. Sexy as fuck. Yo, leave that corny nigga Jay Morrison alone. Come on the Nick and Mal show and tell us why you got with this fucking cornball in the first place.
Here for you. You about to be the number one show on the net.
Come on, son.
But how you?
I treat your thick ass like a BBW. You're so damn thick. Like, you feel me?
Good boy.
You thicker than a milkshake with no milk, nigga. Straight ice cream.
And ice.
I'm gonna lick that ass up. But yo, Jay Morrison, fuck you. I don't respect you, nigga. But what you saying?
But how you feel about Earn Your Leisure though?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's talk about it.
Shout out to EYL. So Malcolm can tell you, I used to hate Earn Your Leisure, right? I'm Mr. Podcast. I study the podcast game. And Malcolm was putting me onto these two boring light-skinned niggas talking about stocks and shit. I'm like, bro, I get it.
And this is in college. This is 2018, I think.
I'm like, bro, they doing a good thing, but it ain't really gonna be a big podcast. Like I believe the market for that type of podcast is limited. Long story short, they came and outpassed every single podcast I listened to. I don't know if Brilliant Idiots have ever been number one. I don't know if Joe Budden has ever been number one on the podcast charts. But Earn Your Leisure was. So I was wrong. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. I still haven't listened to a fucking episode, but I respect what y'all niggas is doing. Yeah. We would love to have y'all on the Nick and Mal show.
No, that's a big fact, bro, because they all connected too with the you know what I'm saying, with the big guys, connected with great people. You know, it's more what I'm learning from them too is more like who's in your circle. You know what I'm saying? What can you learn from them? And we trying to build something like that ourselves, and you got to start somewhere. And I feel like we head in the right direction.
We already got the foundation, so you know what I mean. Certain people around, but they got to get their heads together, and they also got to be with it. They got to be bought in the way we're bought in. Also.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro.
And you always been big on that too. You always talk about Chubs. Tell people how you feel about Chubs.
Oh man, yo, see, I'm getting chill. You say that because like, bro, it's really like creepy, bro. Yo, shout out to Drake, bro. He definitely give me that vibe. But yo, there was just one of them late nights, bro, and I'm like, so this is. I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit of history of the whole situation. This is an Asian dude Drake hang out with. All right, actually, let me take y'all real back. I'm driving to y'all. This is when you lived in Brooklyn, bro. And I'm laying down and I start hearing the song "The Calm" by Drake, and Drake said something like, "Yo, basically he rented out a Rose. I think he had called home, got in a fight with his family, bro. Nigga was just buying mad expensive shit, and they barely had money to rent out the spot they was renting out, and he was with 40 and all his other guys that he's with, Chubs and them, right? Got in a fight with his family, bro, and just bought expensive champagne and was just sipping and made the song "The Calm." Check out the song "The Calm," right? Bro, but I was feeling it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get in fights with my family, but when you doing something different in your life, that song touches you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And there's actually a video of Drake driving that Rolls Royce that he had rented out. You know what I'm saying? And he used his mom's debit card for a credit card. So one day, I don't know the gentleman's name, it's the Asian dude, but I went on his IG, you know what I'm saying, thinking nothing of it. I'm like, yo, this is Drake team, right? A few months passed, bro, and I go on Drake page, and I'm like, oh, Drake got this new Nike shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. And then I go, yo, hold on, let me check his team, and I see a picture of Chubs, bro, and I'm like, yo, bro, hold on, this dude's solid. You know what I'm saying? And they all got that funny ass Canadian accent, bro. You like, yo, bro, why you hang around with these people? Like, y'all really hang around with real killers. You understand what I'm saying? But why would people want to hang out with y'all? But I'm like, yo, yo, Chubs got a position in OVO. and his role for Drake of why Drake is, God Almighty. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone in his team, bro. So I'm scrolling through his IG, bro, and the first thing that clicked to me, I'm like, yo, there's no sinking ships. There's no holes in this ship right now. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all support ground to support Drake at the end of the day, which is fucking fine because everyone's going to eat. Whatever comes up is going to come down.
Rising tides raise all boats. Rising tides raise all boats.
Come on.
So if Chubs and them understand like Drake is the main guy, if we do what we have to do and make sure this ship is steady, there's no holes, and he goes up, we eventually come up with him.
With him, bro. We could come up with him. So I'm just looking at Chubs and I'm getting that feeling. I'm like, yo, bro, this shit is solid. Like, yo, there can be no holes in our ship. And I texted Nick, I'm like, yo, bro, there can't be no holes in our ship. Everything that comes to our mind, we must write down, we must do, we must act on it. It doesn't have to happen right now, but that shit has to happen. It cannot be forgotten.
And we can't, I mean, me and Malcolm situation, like me and Malcolm are equals in everything we do, but for even like a situation like Drake where Drake is the head guy, the guys below him, this is one thing you pointed out, they can't be afraid to check him. Yeah. Because you checking him is not only good for you, it's good for him. Like, bro, Drake, no, I don't like that. Scrap that song, throw it out. It's not good for business. It's not good for whatever. Mm-hmm. Right? What did Jay Prince say to Drake when he was about to diss back Pusha T? Like, nah, don't drop that. That's not good for the brand right now. And that's what I got from what you were saying. You need to have a team not only around you to act on everything. You know what I mean? Be responsible. Act on everything. Make sure everything is a go, but also keep everyone in check because it's for the betterment of the team.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
And that happened personally with me in my life when I was at UC playing football, bro. Motherfuckers dead would not tell me what I'm messing up on. And it could be like a fear of like, yo, this is Malcolm, he the starter, he the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? And, he really the GOAT on his football shit. But I told him, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta check me. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, I'm not even that type of person where I'm gonna take offense to it because I love to learn, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to get better in a situation like that.
Key right there, gem dropper. I feel like I'll try to come up with a bar. Who drops gems? I feel like a pearl at the bottom of the ocean. We like dropping gems in this motherfucker. Like, but yo, take criticism to get better. Always look at criticism as a way to get better. Even, yo, bro, sometimes my mama say something to me, and you ask my mom, she say something to me, and I get mad because it's like, it just stings to have someone judge you harshly. Like, sometimes Malcolm will say something to me, and it stings to have someone judge you harshly. And it's okay. If you want to be bitter in the moment, do it. But when you get back to yourself, back to the earlier conversation of sitting with yourself, are you about to lie to yourself and be like, yo, nigga, I'm good. Fuck what my mom said. Fuck what Mal said. Or you're going to be like, if I want to be a better man and do shit better and be more successful, what that nigga said was right. So I'm actually about to take it on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Never, it's like, and what you said is like, and the law we did last week kind of touched on this. When you become a big boy, when you become successful, don't lose that. Don't lose the ability to take criticism or to plan shit strategically, because that's what's gonna get you further. So learn how to take criticism. And I'm sure Drake in his circle, bro, Chubs and them niggas is able to check him and be like, yo, you fucking up right now. I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the way that sounds. And Drake takes it from a select few people at least.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, definitely looking at Chubs, I'm like, yo, the whole team is like solid, so you can't have no sinking ships. And that's why sometimes, you know what I'm saying, my big thing is just remind people. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta remind people of what you said's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is not perfect at the end of the day, but it's more of like just being responsible. That's how it really gotta be. You know what I'm saying? If you got a brand or anything, like, niggas can't have no holes in the ship, because when there's holes in the ship, you gonna sink.
Motherfuckers is sinking, and y'all all sink. So, Bounce, once again, shout out to Earn Your Leisure. I was wrong about y'all. I fuck with y'all, respect y'all. We look forward to having y'all on the Nick and Mal Show one day. You know what I mean? Put it out there. Once it's up there, it's stuck there.
Under the EYL network.
Cut it the fuck out, nigga. Cut it. I wish niggas would try to sign us to the network. Fuck out of here. I'll go on the Black Effect Network because I respect Charlamagne the God is one of the goats of the shit. But, we're kind of running out of time, but we got a couple more topics to hit. Oh, guys, we are back. We had to go scoop our two guests. You know what I mean? This is becoming a normal thing now, where we pardon in the guest call. But we got Landy and Greg in the building from Anthony Forbes. We about to get them on the interview. It's going to be a good one. Definitely tune into that. But just to wrap up the episode, I was telling you about Kim and Kanye. So it came out yesterday that Kim, she officially filed for divorce, right? But randomly, I seen like 2 days ago, Kanye released an article, right? It was all inside sources.
He released the article?
Yes, bro. It's the weirdest
shit. So
shit.
It's like written by Kanye West?
No. He didn't write it, but it was all inside sources. So he wanted this article released. He called up some, you know what I mean? Some, what do they call those people who write articles? Some journalists, and was like, yo, I want you to get this out there. And the article is just talking about, yo, I'm fucking depressed. Yo, I'm mad that Kim is leaving me right now. I know it's probably done, but I do believe in miracles and shit like that. And I think it was obviously, now with the news coming out that she filed for divorce, it was him trying to save his relationship. Mm-hmm. It was him like, damn, I really fucked up. You know what I mean? I was really out there tweaking. And I say that to say this, like, a lot of celebrity relationships I really don't, you know what I mean, care about or believe in, but I really fuck with Kim and Kanye for some reason.
You think because that's a $1 billion relationship?
It's that, but I really think they love each other outside of all of that. You feel me? And if
what type of love? You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
think
Kanye pull up and still spank it.
Wait, what? Definitely, I think he can still spank it, but that has nothing to do with love, though. I think like Kanye wasn't really wilding out before he met Kim, right? Was he?
I don't even know.
Like having these crazy outbursts and stuff.
I guess it's like more the church shit and the Donald Trump situation could have started it.
But I'm saying before Kim. Like before he met Kim.
Oh yeah, he been wilding. That's what Kanye known for. Really? Shit with Taylor Swift.
Him and Kim was together when that happened.
No, they was not. No.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was dating Amber Rose. He was single. Taylor Swift situation. What else Kanye doing, bro?
He said the George Bush shit, but people was like even both of those situations. It wasn't like what he be doing now, going on these fucking like supporting Donald Trump. That was crazy. As far as like a media standpoint, I mean, believe what you want to believe politically, it was crazy for his brand. You know what I mean? Every couple months he goes on these crazy Twitter rants. I don't feel like he was doing that before Kim. And I think that's because Kim made him feel real comfortable. You know what I mean? Like when you have you're a man in a long-term relationship, doesn't Serena give you some sort of security when you out here in the world?
That's a fact.
Knowing like no matter what goes wrong, my baby at home and she loves me like real
like,
shit.
She's not gonna judge me.
You feel me? Yeah. Like even if I had beef with this person or this person don't fuck with me, at the end of the day I'm going home to my baby and she loves me. And I feel like that's kind of why Kanye was tweaking out for a little bit.
You really think he's sad like that though?
I think he's sad. I think he's trying to get his baby back. He's definitely trying to get his baby back.
She $1 billion woman, bro. He's fucking up her money. And she realizing that. And Drake spanked it too.
So, don't say that, bro. Did Drake spank it though?
That nigga ate it. He made the Ray J film, but he ain't put it out there.
Don't do that.
Come on.
But I guess that's all I wanted to say. That's one celebrity couple that I do care about. And for Kanye's sake, I really do hope it works out. One of the last things we talked about Brady and Bill Belichick last week. This is going to be real quick. What's the guy's name? Damian Woody. He came out and said that everything that Brady did to win the Super Bowl, he was taught by Bill Belichick. And I guess that's basically what I had said last week with they made each other great. He was like, the same way Brady released a video with Shannon Sharpe and all the people that hate on him talking shit about him. And he's like, yo, we thought that Brady and Bill never heard the outside noise. But he's like, no, they hear it. They just don't say nothing. They internalize it and they use it as fuel. And Damian Woody came out and said, that's the exact Bill Belichick move. Bill Belichick used to be on the Stairmaster with cutouts from newspapers and shit, highlighting it and just storing it in a folder. This crazy.
Oh, shit that's about Tom Brady?
No, about the Patriots. People talking shit about the Patriots. Oh, they're done. They're this. They're cheaters. Literally be highlighting it, bro, on the Stairmasters going in. Think about old ass Bill Belichick on the Stairmaster going ham.
Damn.
Highlighting shit like, yo, I'm about to get these motherfuckers back. And I say that to say this. That is a perfect example that Brady learned everything he's showing now from Bill. You know what I mean? So that's just one thing I wanted to say, because the conversation keeps going. Oh, it wasn't Bill, it was Brady. It was both of them motherfuckers, and Brady learned from Bill like a fucking father. You know what I mean?
Like father, like son.
Like father, like son.
I'm saying that's a Birdman and Lil Wayne right there.
Exactly. But what you got for the people, man?
I got some little information for y'all, something new that I ain't know about. Shout out to Market Money. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. This is gonna be a new way of doing collectibles now, as in like let's look at sport cards and stuff like that. You know how people collect those, even like legendary Pokemon cards. There's a thing called non-fungible tokens. So basically, a non-fungible token.
Non-fundable or fungible?
Fungible. NFT. It's a digital asset that could be represented as anything: sports card, a video, music video, anything you could think of, bro. You could sell it on there for a certain price. Now, like just a perfect example to make it simple for people, there's websites called OpenSea.com and Mintable.app.com. You could check out those websites to give you a better picture of what I'm talking about. But an easy example of this, shout out to Mark Cuban, but let's say Cardi B drops a new track, right? And she goes, I don't want to put it on any of the streaming services. I don't want to put it on Apple Music, Google Music, Tidal, Spotify, none of those. She goes, fuck it. I'm going to drop it myself. I'm going to create an account on OpenSea and Mintable.app. Create an account and drop this single. Now, she could drop as many singles. Like, it'll be one song, but she could have, like, 20 versions of that one song. You understand what I'm saying? Someone, right, and she sells it for, let's say, $1.25. So everything is bought using the cryptocurrency Ethereum, right, on these websites. So she has that one song. She makes 20 copies of it, right? People gonna buy it, right? Because, like, yo, Cardi B just dropped a new single. Why not have it? I could hold it and store it, right? Yeah. So she drops those 20 copies. She could set it where she get 50% royalties on every time the item is sold. The song is sold.
So the company gets 50%, the artist gets 50%.
She could get 50%.
And who's getting the other 50%?
The people that's selling it.
Oh, the website or the company that you're talking about.
Not the company, the people buying it. So listen. So she make those 20 copies, right? People gonna buy them. Well, she's gonna get the full price of how much she's selling them for, right? The first purchase. Let's say you go buy the song, right? And you hold it for 5 months, and you go, yo, I don't want this song no more. I'm about to just sell it. You could sell it, right, for however much you want. Whatever you sell it for, let's say you sell it for $15,000. Cardi B is gonna get 50% of that. She owns 50% royalties to it. Okay. So right. So you go sell it to me. I hold it for 3 months. Like, I don't want this shit no more. Right. I sell it. Greg goes to buy it. Cardi B's eating off of every sale that goes on with these songs. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So Mark Cuban even made a video stating, it's like, yo, if you buy this right now, I would email you a video of me praising you. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Mark Cuban has a video right now of dissing the Phoenix Suns that's going for $15,000 on OpenSea and Mintable.app. Bro, and it's crazy. And a perfect example, you're like, yo, if we want to drop a podcast episode, we could create an account and be like, yo, no one's gonna see this shit. They have to buy it. They could buy it, and we could set it where we get 75% royalties on it every time it's sold. So instead of like how it is before, when someone has like a specialty card, right, a signature card or a signature jersey, and with that one sale you get paid, and then that person could resell it. You the main seller, he's gonna keep eating every time the item gets sold.
But what type of items would this be used for? Like, what type of items are readily but you buy a football jersey, that's not being resold 100 times though. That's usually a one purchase type of thing.
Nah, some people resell stuff. It's like sneakers. I know he's going through the phase when phone posits was going. You seen the phone posits on one dude, and next week was on a different dude. It's the same phone posits.
Word.
That's what they was doing in my school. That's what they was doing in my school.
That's that Long Island shit, bro. We wasn't knowing that shit in the city at all.
But there's actually a dude fucking selling a tennis match of him playing tennis for $5,000 on that shit, bro. He goes, possibly the first tennis match as an NFT.
Like the tennis racket?
No, a tennis match, a video. You can sell whatever the fuck you want on it. Yes, bro.
What's the name of this website?
You go to OpenSea.com or Mintable.app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? And then big news in the cryptocurrency world, Bitcoin is breaking all-time highs. Y'all just want to inform the people with this. Bitcoin is basically stating it's worth $1 trillion. Apple is a $2 trillion company. So to give you the comparisons of how powerful Bitcoin is itself. Bitcoin, like I said, has been breaking all-time highs. Within the past 6 months, we have seen a 350% increase. You ain't never heard of that before in the regular stock market. But I'm gonna give y'all a little history about Bitcoin and like its up and downs and where it could be headed. On May 22nd of 2010, a gentleman had ordered pizza in Jacksonville, Florida. He ordered 2 Papa John pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. Right now, 1 Bitcoin as of yesterday, February 19, 2020 at 6:40 p.m., 1 Bitcoin equaled $55,785.70. So if you do the math, that 10,000 Bitcoin he used to purchase that pizza in 2010 will equal out to $557,857,000 US dollars. Yes. So mind you, remember, the cryptocurrency market goes 24/7, 7 days a week. So the prices are going to change of what 1 Bitcoin actually means. But just quickly, the history of Bitcoin itself. March of 2017, it broke 1,000. So just about 1 Bitcoin, you need 1,000 US dollars. May 2017, it broke 2,000. September of 2017, it broke 5,000. November of 2017, it broke 8,000. Now listen to this. December 15th of 2017, it broke a whopping 17K. You understand what I'm saying? 2 days later, it got its all-time high at 19K. On December 22nd of 2017, Bitcoin lost 1/3 of its value in 24 hours. So it dropped below $14,000. Now, according to independent.com, they have said that a top dog that invested in Bitcoin actually sold 5,000 Bitcoins, which was worth around 40 million, which has caused it to drop. And it's like a snowball effect. When people see a stock dropping, they're going to take their money out. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. You buy low, sell high. So that's basically what was going on at the end of 2017. In 2018 and around 2019, you basically, if you had held your money in from like the time in 2017 when you invested, you ate shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin went back down to around $3,000 and was stuck around there until 2020, July 2020, where you started seeing growth back into Bitcoin, where it hit an all-time high of $11,000. December 16th of 2020, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of 20K and just kept breaking new levels ever since. January 3rd, it hit 34K. January 8th, it hit 40K. Then at the end of January, it went back to 33K. And now, February 16th, it hit the all-time high, breaking $50,000. Definitely want to give Bitcoin a round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? For all the people that's investing and eating off of it. But part of that reason could also be, too, like I said, Elon Musk dumped 1.5 million, I believe, into Bitcoin. And also promoting stuff like Dogecoin, so those are open eyes to people like, yo, I must invest in Bitcoin. And you could buy fractions of Bitcoin yourself, go download whatever Coinbase, Robinhood, and be like, I have $10. You could buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. It's not a lot of Bitcoin. It's not even close to 1 Bitcoin, but it's part of it.
Do you think eventually they're going to ban people like Elon Musk from tweeting about stocks? Because isn't that technically manipulating the stock market? Yeah,
that could be a big situation. That's what the gentleman from that did the GameStop shit is going to try for, basically. Situation like that. So that might be something you want to be careful about tweeting and driving that information. But also the problem with the digital currency about the whole crypto world is basically, you could look at it like this. I believe during the Civil War, every state had a different currency. So, like, let's say $2 in Mississippi could equal 50 cents in New York. So when that was going on, the feds was like, yo, this is just too much. This is basically bullshit. They had changed everything to the US dollar. So that could be the problem with cryptocurrency. You could go to a store and you be like, yo, I have Ethereum. And they're like, yo, we only take Bitcoin. Someone could be like, I have Dogecoin. It's like, y'all only take Ethereum. So it's like too many coins out there to actually for it to be used. But obviously Bitcoin is the top dog of it all, of all the cryptocurrencies. But that could be a problem. People could be facing of how to utilize cryptocurrency in today's world and everything. But yeah, that's definitely some financial stuff. I got some Rausch stocks for you. If the people want it right now, that's not Rausch. That's my information. So Uber, Uber definitely been facing some crisis in the U.S., especially in California for its workers. But in the UK, the Supreme Court ruled Uber must now classify driver as employees, so not independent workers, which forces them to provide benefits, get paid holidays, minimum wage. That didn't happen in the past. Now, the decision sets a problem, and if other countries and states decide to follow the UK's lead, it could negatively impact Uber's profit margins. Now, another problem with this is, could delivery be more expensive now? You know what I'm saying? These guys are getting paid minimum wage regardless of the fact you work 1 hour, you're getting paid whatever the minimum wage is in your section in the UK. But if it comes into the US,
I can definitely see Uber bucking back on that, right? Because that's definitely going to drive down their profit margins. But as you said, we're going to feel that, the people who are ordering Uber. I mentioned it earlier, we didn't really talk about it, but that's essentially what's happening with Facebook in Australia. Australia passed a law that anytime Facebook broadcasts and shares any news story from them, they have to pay the news companies, the people who's putting it up. But Facebook essentially deleted every single news source in Australia, saying like, listen, y'all have this entire relationship fucked up. We're not going to pay off of content. Y'all choose to bring y'all content here because we are the marketplace that's going to get you eyeballs, right? And so Google paid first, right? So Google paid first, and that's why Australia tried to pass the law. But that's essentially what Facebook is looking at it as. It's like, number one, y'all about to fuck up our profit margin, and it's going to fall back on the advertisers because now we have to pay them a certain part. Y'all have to pay that. We're not going to pay it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Facebook is really scared right now because if they lose that battle to Australia, they're both at like a standstill right now. The entire world is going to come for money on every single piece of news that's on Facebook. And Facebook's core right now is news.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So Facebook is in a big battle right now. This could change the entire way of how social media and news works. Honestly, I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
Because y'all choose to upload y'all shit there. You feel me? Like my grandmother used to work at a market. You go at a marketplace, you put your goods there because a lot of people are going to be walking through. You're probably going to get more sales. You don't sell goods and then go to the person who owns the market and be like, yo, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, no, nigga, you chose to come and sell your shit here. Whatever I make off of it because you're here is my business. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that's very similar to that.
Yeah, that's Australia wilding. They doing the dumbest shit. Because now we all gonna have to pay to use them services. Which fucks up advertisement for you, so you just fucking up everything for a lot of people. So they're definitely not gonna win that battle.
I don't know. It seems the thing is, Google made them feel comfortable doing it because Google started paying them for it. You feel me? But it's two completely different things, and that's what Facebook is trying to say. It's like, bro, I get what y'all did with Google, but we're a social media company. Yeah. Y'all could upload y'all shit or not. We don't care.
Or they just cut off Australia off of Facebook.
That's what they did.
Okay, yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah, we're not gonna deal with that problem.
Exactly.
Australia's not gonna change the whole world. It's too small.
They not.
And Wi-Fi is still going on, probably.
The koalas being burnt up and shit.
That's probably a kangaroo on the computer.
Which is not funny. But that's Rausch Stocks right there.
That's Rausch Stocks right there. Shout out to Rausch, you know what I'm saying, for that good information.
Nope. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. There's a lot of stuff in here. Bow, we out.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down?